is the second map of this series. North and forZe for the ESL Pro League Season 11. Well, we're certainly gonna have our eyes trained here on Nuke. A little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of Harry and Hugo to guide you through this pistol round.
Well, Trace, to bring you some positivity, something you want to hear. I mean, AZ was plus 13 when these guys played just the other day on LAN. 1.79 rating.
Don't ruin the drop. Harry, hit it.
Turned down for what?
I was gonna say something,
but
here's the problem: is like nothing I say feels good enough. So we have to see action instead of words, because that's always better. A little less conversation and maybe a little more action, please. AZ does get one. Kierby's holding the lobby, and shaky aim, shakes away, and that's Kierby and MSL doubling up. Almeza just about getting away. And that bomb's already planted. This fast A play catches forZe with their pants down. They tried to triple push the ramp room and go on this flank. I like the idea from forZe, but the problem is with North running that fast, just charge into the A bomb site with a smoke in main. There is no way for you to really get yourself out of that. That was kind of the perfect counter to what forZe just ran.
And considering forZe so many times on the T side of Train would completely outplay North by, you know, taking the one position North didn't have, being it Pop or Ivy, North have just done the exact same thing. MTA site abused by the Danes, and with 5 alive, they will take that pistol round. Jerry saves his Kevlar for the force buy, and I'm sure forZe are going to go right in for it. North continue their streak of pistol rounds. I say streak, they lost both on Train, but with the exception of that single map, they have been very successful in these conversions also.
Yeah, and immediately you can see North just feeling that comfort zone in this map. When they're starting to take those fights and they really just start to punish you, that is how you know that this is their map pick. And that's how it's usually supposed to go with your map pick, which is not necessarily the story of Counter-Strike, is it?
FaceCrack is back on the Nova. I want to see what his idea is with this. I think there's 2 places you can play it, either top hut or, and he's doing what I hoped he would do, you go and sit in the vent and you hope that someone comes down after you. I think it was Snacks who used to actually do this on the T side. He used to get a sawn off and run down the vent and then hold for a rotation back up through it. Now, Jerry's opened this round up with a kill onto Gade. Nova's been dropped already as FaceCrack has been able to upgrade onto the Galil. Hope that someone retrieves it, but I don't want to focus all round long on the shotgun. Ooh. Instead, Flit over here at the A bomb site gets away with a lot of damage. Jerry's up through the vents and gets himself another kill North. They do not want to give this round up. I know this is the force buy from forZe, so you'd think they would do something, but this is a lot.
Just barely dodging it there. It's going to be X-Power dropping out of heaven.
It's the bomb. Big kill if Kierby goes down. He does the bomb. Look at it tumbling into the lobby, falling at the feet of FaceCrack. It's AZ alone, and he's got to crack some faces of his own if he wants to win this round. The scout isn't going to kill him in one shot. He's down to 9, though, and that is a rough bullet. Almeza and FaceCrack now holding on, and FaceCrack's going to re-push the lobby. AZ's not ready for the close position. forZe will find the force after all. He wasn't ready.
Just kidding. You are correct. A little bit of a back-and-forth game here to kick it off on Nuke, 1-1. We're going to see some purchasing power on the side of forZe. Rifles in tow, along with a Galil and a Scout. Big Jerry on the big FAMAS. Big Harry. Tell us.
I like that, Chase.
Thanks, man.
I'll take it. And yeah, we're going to take a look at this round now towards outside. Those nades have messed up the north side. MSL is, yeah, I was going to say, he's lucky to be alive, and he's not for much longer. He gets caught trying to get down through secret. They've got the bomb here, but that's really about it for Silver Linings here over on the north side. That is a shutdown. forZe completely crunched them down through secret there. One thing I think you've got to give forZe a lot of credit for is both here on Nuke and on Train. I think Train being the more impressive of the two is just how fast and decisive their rotations are. You know, immediately upon seeing those outside smokes, upon having it telegraphed, there are 3 players down in secret with the crossfire set up, ready to shut that down. And Train was kind of the same story. So Jerry, very good read on the situation, and the rest of the squad not afraid to fall in line when he's kind of passing those orders down through the team.
Now, a little bit off topic here, but considering the round that we have in front of us with a bunch of pistols on the side of North, I just want to ask you two, when you see these mannequins around here, do you ever just think, like, no, that's a person?
Yeah, they freak me out.
Yeah,
It is a little strange.
They keep shocking me. There's one in one of the offices as well, and I always forget about it. It's behind glass, and so like it's kind of, you can't really see it, and then you get real close to the office, it looks like someone's staring at you through the window. It's not nice.
Is not the stuff that good dreams are made out of.
No, nightmares, Trace.
Nightmares of the bottom. And currently, that's where North find themselves. They're going to buy up into this round. It does look like they're going to have some rifles, some Kriegs in boot. Meanwhile, forZe 3-1. They have won the first map pick. This is a pivotal map for North. They could lose this whole series.
Yeah, again, you know, you got to remember T-side Nuke, right? 5-6 rounds, and that's a good half for North. They can be happy with that, but yeah, you certainly don't want to have a 3-4 round half here when, you know, this is supposed to be your map pick and the map that you've already beaten this team on just days ago at a LAN. So let's see what North have for show in this round. Right now, AZ's been picked up by the open yard. forZe just holding the cross towards Secret, but North have successfully sent players down lower. There is a man ready to deal with that. It is face crack, smoked off the choke, and waiting on the stairwell. Oh, that could be a meaty grenade. Yes. 50 damage to MSL, 20 more to Gade. And this is a boost to get headshot angle. That's fantastic. Gade catches face crack. He was not ready for a fight. He didn't expect someone to be so high up. And now North have a chance to get this bomb plant on B. But instead, it's looking like a topside play.
Yeah, Jerry's only just gone into heaven, but he might have actually found a timing here to catch this push on in. This is a bad spot for Jerry to be in, though. He is out in the open. He gets spotted. He's got to take some fall damage there. Thankfully, it's kept him alive. And now Flit's gone and up into the heavens, tries to peek with him, but Cajun and MSL mop up both players inside of the site. forZe now know that they're saving. They do not want to give this one a look in the 2 versus 4. They want to keep money here over on this CT side. And so North, they're going to get that second round solidified nice and early in spite of losing the man advantage over in the beginning with AZ going down. It's a very nice recovery. And I think a lot of it owed to that little quick boost that they throw in between MSL and Gade down towards the B bomb site to actually kind of give them a bit of leeway in this round.
The bomb will explode. It'll be North that puts a second on the board. Brings us to round number 6. Still a long way to go in this map.
Slow and steady wins the race, though, Trace.
Never heard that one before.
No.
Get out of my face. Sorry, man. There's too many rhyming opportunities right there.
Nah, yeah, I agree.
You've got to take it and roll with it. I understand.
And that's why I want to invite you guys to check out my mixtape. It's coming out this...
Yeah.
What would you name your mixtape?
Let me think about that for a few seconds.
Yeah, we'll get back to it in a couple of rounds.
Something cool, but obviously there'll be about 500 tracks on that. One of them's
500
stick.
tracks, yeah.
One of them's going to be good, but we don't know which one yet, so...
Pre-order now.
Yep.
See power in the yard. These smokes again coming down for North, and that will allow a cross towards Secret. Gade has been left to his own devices in this round. The rest of North ready to split ramp.
Okay.
Do you feel on top of the world? Do you feel on top of the world right now?
Yeah, right now, in particular, yes. Yes, I do.
So
like Almazar had the lineup, only finds one onto KRB. So the ramp defense has fallen. But with 2 players live here for the side of North, KGB and AZ, this has already gotten a little bit tougher. They're going to use what utility they have. They're going to try to get in this lower bomb site. It's going to have to be brute force as well. Molotov backing Jerry off the double doors. And they're going to get a bomb plan out of this.
That's actually a really nice way of planting. Decon is always, you know, full of CTs when you hit this lower site. So North molly out the stairwell, forcing that player back, and then get to plant for the double doors knowing it's clear. It's not going to matter unless AZ can win this 1v4, though. It's just a bit of money injection into North, and he's going Decon. That bomb's not planting for him. forZe can just stick it the second they realize he's here, and they'll probably get the kill on the first peek. There's the AWP. There's the round. 3 for Z Power, 4 for forZe.
Yeah, they had the read. They knew exactly what was going on. And a 4th round now solidified. I feel like, you know, when you're up against Z-Power, the best thing to do is really just to stay away from him and to try and hamstring him in the retake with this AWP. They've not been able to win these opening fights on this man just yet. And in this round, with no AWP over on this side of North, only one Krieg even on Cage and B, I imagine that we don't see too much outside presence, but they do actually send players here early on. Don't have any smokes down to accommodate it. Thankfully, this AWP of Z-Power is sat up in heaven watching for the outside cross. So Jerry is instead tasked with holding this initial duel outside. Oh, but only the AK. Cage mollied back over in Hut. Kirby's blown the door off, or someone has at the very, very least, and that's given him a bit of an avenue here. Outside smokes have gone in.
Oh, I like that. forZe, they're gambling. North have to gamble here. They've had a smoke thrown in front of them. They don't know if anyone's playing it, but no one was. And North just goes, screw it. Nothing to lose, everything to gain. Run through it, take the risk. And luckily no one there to stop them. But there is someone waiting down below. Z-Power on a different stairwell to the one FaceCrack's been playing, so North might not be ready for the first fight. That AWP waiting. There's a Molotov down. North have two more of them. Their mollies have been really, really good so far. They're going to boost for this fight again. Surely the AWP hits it, but Z-Power misses a flick. Uncharacteristic. Wow. He goes back for more, and he wasn't ready for AZ to still be atop of the head. Does find that kill, and the B site opened for business.
Sometimes you got to risk it to get the biscuit. And in this case, it's going to be forZe that do it not as well as North. That boost did exactly what it needed to. The fact that he drew back up there to get another shot did not prove to work out for him. So X-Power's out. Ooh. Bomb planted in the lower site. North are entrenching themselves right now. KRB coming from Squeaky is going to get some news there that one of these players from North are coming in, or excuse me, from forZe are going to be coming in late from the side of ramp. It's going to be a full-on ramp retake from the looks of it. Yeah,
and everyone's hiding. That's a key for North. No one's taking these fights. They're waiting for Kirby to come into his own, but it might be too late. Those frags have been found. forZe with two in the site. MSL coming out of dark with one, but it's a trade. Jerry needs to get on this bomb. Kirby's found the flank, and he's won the round for North. Times it to perfection. His team may die, but only so he may live. And North, they get a third round on that lower side. Really nice execute from them, right? AZ getting boosted, dropping the AWP down lower. The plant comes in. They delay the plant for Kirby to come in on the flank as well, and he can win them the round.
I absolutely love those boosts down towards that B site, now being used twice from the North side. And it just gives you that extra, not only element of surprise on the player holding the angle, but an extra, you know, like few milliseconds to catch them as they retreat down the stairs. You get a tiny bit more visibility than you're used to. Tactical timeout now for North, as they don't want to let this one get out of hand. You know, they won that last round, but it wasn't really like a victory I feel like they're all too proud of, considering how cleanly they get into the B bomb site. It still gets close. It still comes down to the wire.
Round's a round, really. Take what you can get, especially on the T side of Nuke. I think sometimes they're going to come down to the clutches. They are going to get scrappy. Interesting stat that David just put up as well. We saw that forZe, out of all teams on LAN in the last 6 months, they have the lowest utility damage per round, 12.7 damage per round. That's like my utility damage every game. But
that's pretty good.
No, not really. Yeah, but yeah, that is really, really bad, especially considering on the CT side, you can get guaranteed nade damage by throwing grenades outside, you know, getting those mollies in door to stop a fast rush on the top side. But forZe, not the kings of utility. They prefer to take their battles with weapons, and they will be forcing the fights up inside of the lobby.
Oh, look at how Mesa going up. This could be huge. This could be huge. Oh, but Kirby, no one plays here. No one ever plays here. Wow. And so Almeza thinks he's got the North side dead to rights there on that little flank, but that's not the case. There's still like a bit of an advantage here for forZe in that they cleared the lobby, so they know that there's no one here. But in your head, you're now thinking, well, A, they could have gone back. We don't really have this under lock and key anymore. And also, you've got to think, how much ground have they lost elsewhere at the consequence of pushing into the lobby? Well, the answer is a hell of a lot. You can see North have gone unchecked towards outside as a result. They've got heaven. They've got kills elsewhere on the map, and this has only increased the pressure. We need someone to alleviate that, and no one stepping up to the mark here on the forZe side. Jerry and Z-Power, honestly, they're looking to save already. You know, these aren't rotations to try and give them any sort of fight. This is them trying to group up so that when it gets to the crunch time, they can hold on to this M4 and AWP.
crunch time. Speaking of which, bomb being planted does change the timer, changes the rest of this round. Just X-Power and Jerry, and there's absolutely no way that they're going to commit to go for this. So we're going to see a fourth on the board for North. Yeah, I mean, if you push through lobby, you go up the ladder, you get killed from behind like that, there's got to be a level of defeat that you feel immediately. It's like, of all the places, why have you gone there? It works out. It pays dividends for North. Tie ball game.
Yeah, I mean, has anyone ever had a kill there, ever, is my question. I've never even seen anyone tuck in that corner. But yeah, I guess just 4 million IQ, 10 chess pieces ahead, or places ahead, I don't know. Not a chess player.
Now, in this moment, I want to go ahead and say that this timeout is brought to you by the U.S. Air Force, not to be confused with the Air Fleet, the Flying Corps, or any of that. But there you have it. In the meantime, we're going to go ahead and discuss what your matchmaking rank is, Hugo.
I'm global. Come on, respect on my name.
So,
you know?
Did you pay for a boost, or like how did you get there?
No, I just had to do it for free.
It
It was
free,
excruciating, but we got there.
Harry, you wouldn't get any kills if I didn't throw those flashbangs. So let's just remember that.
You know, I tell you what, Hugo, 6 months ago I would have agreed with you, but not anymore.
No? Why?
Because I normally have the most flash assists now in games.
Good for you, mate, because I got all the kills. Whoa! 4-4, back in to the action. Their money is certainly low, but what can you do but buy? They're going to put the money in where their mouth is.
Why would you do that?
They put the money in their mouth.
He's tucking dollars into the pockets.
Oh, Z-Power.
Okay, yeah, Z-Power certainly landing some op shots there. Finds himself 2 frags in the very early stages of round number 9.
Money in the mouth is like the budget version of diamonds for teeth. And I don't know where I'm going with that one, but Cajun, Kirby, and AZ, the 3 players remaining here for North.
Trace, you look like a man who would consider getting a gold teeth grill. Ever thought about that?
Yeah, man, I think about it all the time.
Yeah. Ever gonna make the jump?
Just some diamonds. You know, I look at, some hip hop artists like Quavo. I look at his grill and I'm like, wow, this guy
Migos
really got it figured out. But nah, I am from the South, and that's a big thing in the South. Gold grills, diamond grills.
See, my strategy is to just hope that my teeth go a shade of bronze on their own.
The British classic.
Yeah, that's the Brit in me.
Guys.
It's like the budget version, They'll get there on their own one day.
Imagine brushing your teeth, mate. Who does that? No idea.
Cajun B out towards the vent. And he's looking for an entry in towards this A bomb site. He's trying to set his teammates up. In the meantime, though, forZe have gone everywhere else on the map. They've gone on a world tour of Nuke. And they've come up empty-handed. They haven't seen anything. So that penny's got to drop as all this utility is going in towards the A-bomb site. This is where the round looks to end up. Cajun B finally gets that kill that he was looking for. Face crack. Well, about to maybe crack some faces. Charges out into the races. A-bomb site looks to be his as he gets up close. Cajun's down, and it's AZ. Oh, last man standing. On with 3. Looking for number 4. Almeza tagging him up. Oh, don't go for the style points. Go for the kill. And that's there, the defuse. forZe are going to take a 5th round. AZ almost getting it done. So damn close.
After he missed that,
not enough.
Sorry, I was going to say, after he missed that first shot, he thought Almeza was wrapping left side, so he tries to play, around the right side of the silo. He tries to wrap him, but then the pistol gets pulled out. He starts getting tagged, and at that point, your movement speed gets slowed so much down that you can't get out of dodge. Almeza shutting it down. That is a round that forZe probably weren't expecting to win. They had low money. Yes, the AWP, of course, does the heavy lifting by finding 2 kills in the yard to start. But, wow, North certainly made that a close round. Bomb plant in, and money as a result. They can continue to buy, but forZe are keeping them, back and forth here. They're not letting North get away with a whole lot. That's a great grenade as well to dunk Gade down to 30.
You can certainly see a little bit of respect here between these 2 teams on this map. It doesn't look like anybody wants to get any super aggressive pushes. Doesn't look like anyone's going to be punished for overextending, which is certainly something to look forward to, considering this map will carry on AZ, the fastest gun in the North.
You're joking. FaceCrack even delayed that. He's waiting. He didn't even want the kill immediately. Tried to play the trigger discipline, and instead he gets a bullet in the face. AZ can't double it though. Spots 2 players in the yard. That's info for North, and they're going to play off the back of it, dropping straight in towards B.
Yeah, Flit is still floating around towards the double doors. There's smokes everywhere, and he can't find a way in, but he doesn't really have to. He's just waiting for the rest of his team to get into position. Now, keep your eye on Kirby as well. He's still over here towards the ramp room, locking down this side of the map while his teammates try and hold it down B. He can rotate in and save the day if needed. That bomb is out in the open. forZe, if they're going to go, they've got to go now. This bomb is almost fully ticked. Dalmaze is going to take down the first man. Flashes now go in. Kirby arrives from the ramp room a little bit late, but he's here. And that is the round. forZe leave themselves with very little time. They all try and go together. They try and go as 4. North managed to keep things traded in their favor, and they will secure that 5th round, tying us up here as we head into the latter stages of this first half.
The second half of the first half. And 5-5. North have got to be happy with this. It's a great T-side so far, and this is where it's only begun because forZe's money is only starting now to get broken. Of course, we've seen them win these exact rounds just 2 rounds ago, but if North can break the money here, they can go 7-5 up on the anti-ecos before forZe have guns. That would be a phenomenal T-side here. North going to try and speed up the pace. No Molotovs here for forZe on this low economy round, and so North will just pound them down on the A site. No one here running through smokes. AZ gets 2, and that's a bomb plant for North. He fakes it out. They take their time. No rush, as this round is pretty much guaranteed. We should see this AWP go for the save, and Z-Power is running for the hills. Or hopping for the hills, rather.
And this has been like a real turnaround from the North side. You know, they managed to keep that last round pretty clean now with 5 staying alive, starting to build up this buffer of money. And that's put them in such a good position, right? Picking this round up and kind of tearing the economy of forZe out from underneath them now means for North, this should kind of start to spiral out of control, or at least it certainly has the potential to. And as these rounds have been building up for the North side, a couple of key players have been showing up to the table. I think most notably is going to be AZ, topping the charts yet again. We missed that from him just moments ago over on Train, where it was Kirby having to deliver the bulk of the kills. I think now that we're starting to see a supporting cast show up around this North squad, this is the team that we wanted to see from map 1. And here on Nuke, as we expected, looking a lot more comfortable, feeling like they're in control of the game a lot more. forZe, they now find themselves on the back foot. Partial investment, they stick something into this round alongside those weapons that they carried forward. That AWP on Z-Power's got to do the bulk of the heavy lifting if they wanted to achieve anything in this round, though. And already the kills have come in for the Danes.
I like that escape. Flit realizes that maybe he can't win this round, but he can get that creep. Z-Power on the site doing the work, so his team don't have to. Kirby, he is going to have to do it all. Now for North, trying to climb up to chase Flit, but Flit is a long way away. He's already run towards main roof. Kirby ducking back down towards the A site, but he knows what that AWP is. Luckily, it's repositioned, and he is actually able to get the bomb and leave. He could go ramp, he could go B, but will he opt to do that? Just going to creep out through the door. Look for these fights. There's the first. Knows the AWP is up close. He hears a shot as well. Wrapping back through the door is Z-Power, looking to cut off this point of rotation, but Kirby is patient.
Yeah, they're trying to quarantine him right here in the hut. Well, it's going to be a slow affair. 45 seconds on the clock. Kirby in the lobby, does have the bomb.
Ooh.
And he's going to also go for this escape method.
Doesn't have time to sneak, though. He's got to run at some point.
I almost wonder if he's just going to go down the ladder and then back towards lobby to try and deal with this AWP that's holding ramp. And I think that's the decision. However, Z-Power may be considering this now, knows that he hasn't had an eye on that ladder. He's holding shallow. Kirby sees him looking away. Now he knows. Now he knows he's looking back. And at some point soon, he's got to look away. Now back and away. And oh, Kirby gets the kill. It's down to the 1v1. Flit up on the rafters. 10 seconds and Kirby's gone down the vent to B. A big old middle finger to Flit. And the bomb goes down. This was a 1v3, now turned 1v1, and Kjaerbye shut down with 13 points of health. Flit gets the kill, goes back for the AWP. forZe are going to get themselves a 6th round, and that is all on the back of that AWP on Z Power, the only weapon worth mentioning that they carried with them into this round.
Wow.
And Flit holding his own in the 1v1 at the very end. Kjaerbye, damn good try.
Yeah,
but,
you can't even really like have a problem with him taking that fight. He knew Flit was low. He knew that was the player that escaped up the top of lobby earlier, ages ago in the round with the Krieg, and looking just take the immediate fight. Flit came down vent. He made a lot of noise. It was very clear, and Kjaerbye, after already getting 2 kills in the round, just wanted to close it, but Flit with the immediate headshot. What a nice try from Kjaerbye, but it is unfortunately not enough. Worth noting as well, irrelevant to the conversation, but AZ, 14-8. He is having a phenomenal game, Trace. It's exactly what you wanted.
Yes, this is kind of like the early Christmas present that I wasn't expecting.
Real early. We're in March.
Yeah. Jerry's going to catch a Molotov and ultimately get pushed right into the crosshairs of AZ. Finds him with the AK. 4 versus 4. Still early round battles going on here. North still want to figure out what they're going to do with this round. Plenty of time to do it, too. They're going to back all the way up towards lobby, electing not to have any control of outside. Maybe a set piece of A coming in here. Glass does get broken by Kjaerbye up on the roof. And now we sit tight. 3 members of North entrenched, ready to take this door.
Oh.
This is not going to be pretty for Flit. Never mind, it's too pretty.
No!
Dear, that's a mess.
How has he come out better in this than North did? They molly him out into the open. They do everything right. Bastien does a great job of catching that kill there. Z-Power removing Kjaerbye. And yeah, this was looking like North has a bit of an idea as to what was going to happen. I feel like, to be fair, you know, like that was sick from Flit. I'm not trying to take it away from him, but I feel like, oh, hang on.
Molly's climb levels,
yeah.
He was below, and it just climbs down. Molly's a broke. We all know it.
But no, what I was going to say,
fault.
man, is I feel like whenever I see a player behind vent get mollied out and they do that swing, for some reason, that like initial volley always feels like it gets a kill. Like I never see them just die in that position. But the fact that Flit's able to not only double up, it's the fact that he gets away as well.
Yeah, wild stuff. Almost as wild as the U.S. Air Force bringing this tactical timeout. And heavy on the discussion. This has been a back-and-forth game throughout the entirety of this first half. 7-6 where we find ourselves. It does look like North want to go back to the drawing board for the rest of this half. We are certainly inching our ways towards the end of it. But what do you say here if you're North? You know, what is it that they need to work on, Hugo?
I don't even know. These topside plays have been really, really nice in terms of like having the smokes, having the executes, but forZe's AWP has just been tearing them down. Z-Power's rotations up through heaven and into the A site. I mean, the amount of 3Ks he's had on silos already is kind of ridiculous. North, I'd like to see them go more towards ramp, right? These B plays have worked out wonderfully for them. Kjaerbye coming in on that late lurk through lobby as well. So early pressure towards A from North, some nades outside again, but the ramp smoke is down for forZe. They're going to deny the presence. That's exactly where North want to go with Gade already down in lower. Jerry has rotated to deal with that, but Almeza is going to be the one up for the chopping block. That's a hell of a lot of grenade damage, though. And softening up the targets. He can spray and pray. Pistol out. Not even going to bail. Just going to sit around as he waits for support to come from the AWP.
Yeah, the USP actually not making a return. Instead, Z-Power giving him a brief moment to breathe as he comes in to take the ramp responsibilities away from Almeza. He's been able to get a reload off, and now that nade goes out from AZ. That gives up his position. Almeza had an inkling that someone else had gotten by, but wasn't 100% sure on that. And this leaves Gade alone. He'd already gone towards Secret earlier on. Now he sits in Garage. Has been able to bypass a couple of these outside players as they've gone to go deal with this ramp aggression, but the bomb is under forZe's control. And so for Gade, you know, no money left over on the North side, and the last round of this next half coming up in the next, and the only way that he's going to have a rifle is if he holds on to this. So I don't even think he moves. I think he just sits here if he can get away with it. which isn't going to make for, you know, riveting viewing.
No, it's certainly not.
But sometimes, you know, this is the sensible play, and it's kind of the only option that they have.
Especially as we close the doors on this half, pending the outcome of the next round. Smelling like a 9-6 potentially here in the way of forZe. Again, having won the first map, you look at the T side of North and you think, is it enough? Have they done enough on this T side to carry them throughout the rest of the game?
So one thing I'm thinking already is that, like, this isn't like Train, where there were some glaringly obvious problems for the North side. This is a bit more, you know, kind of classic CS, where one team will do something that works, the other team figures it out, and then kind of counterplays it and gets a couple of rounds, you know. So I think this has been like a much more tighter affair thus far, and I feel like it's only set to continue in the second half. You can just see that North are a lot more comfortable here, and so I think 6 rounds would be enough as is. Anything else is a bit of a bonus. Z-Power there. Oh no, this has all gone horribly. They get delayed for a second, and that makes all the difference. The bomb is dropped now, and it's chaos in this smoke. Gade's retrieved it, but Flit's just seen, like, well, so either, you know, there's a little Henry Hoover around sucking up bombs across the place, or there's someone in the corner, and there is someone in the corner. Gade gets full-bang down. MSL and AZ, what can they do?
MSL just needs to wait, stay alive, so he can get this bomb later. AZ's coming in on this long wrap. Now, Z-Power heard the drop, but he just missed the timing. He doesn't know that AZ got past him on main. He thinks he's got the cross, and that, as a result, no one's watching this. AZ can get multiple kills off this position. There's one, there's two, going for more, but luckily enough, Flit saves the day. He's again stuck behind the vent, and he can close out the round and the half from that position. Flit, again, putting up numbers on this A side. That's going to be 9 rounds at the end of the half. forZe look good on the CT side. Is North going to be able to pull it out of the doldrums, pull it out of the trenches, and take us to the Vertigo? We'll have to find out after the break.
Spread it all around the world, watch it all change. Came alive, now they all see the greatness. Light shine so hard they can't take it.
Dancing with my fear, burning with desire. We gon' take it to the edge and come alive. Go to hell and back just to feel the fire. We gon' turn up in this place.
Now it's Xannies till I know my psyche. Cocaine just to feel my heartbeat. Nothing to lose, nothing to gain. Sarah. Sarah, why you leaving me? You know you can't leave me now. Sarah, I lost myself today trying to find ways to make you stay. Sarah, I want to go away, close my eyes, never wake up again. You come and you go. You take me high, you take me low. But I don't know how to do this on my own anymore. Oh no. Now it's Molly for the melancholy. Cody, fill a hole inside me. Damned if I do, damned if I don't. Now it's Xannies till I know my psyche. Cocaine just to feel my heartbeat. Nothing to lose, nothing to gain. Sarah. Sarah, why you leaving me?
Big Bad AZ finds himself with a few frags here, and certainly someone to be hyped about if you're looking at this North lineup and you're looking forward to what they can produce. Now on the map of Nuke, this has not gone the way of North. Now again, they did start on their T side, did show a little bit of fight in them, so perhaps they can muster up the required rounds to take us to a third map. My name is Trace, and welcome back. We do have Hugo, we do have Harry, and we do have the ESL Pro League of Season 11.
Woo! Yeah, it's back to online stage, Trace. It's like Season 8 all over again. And yeah, I mean, pistol round, almost a necessity here for North at this point. You know, looking on the bright side, they've won every pistol round and every conversion coming into this series. Of course, in the ESL Pro League so far, they did lose both of them, however, on train. GG bet odds favoring forZe for the series. And really, at this point, yeah, you know, I
does make sense.
I still want to say North are going to win this series, even though they're down, even though they're out. But if they lose this pistol round, it's going to be a really hard one for North. So fast play for forZe, looking to catch North off guard. Similar setup to how North ran their T-side pistol, except the result is fairly different. Gade 2 kills on the top of the hut. The bomb dropped in the site, and forZe are committed. North are pushing the boundaries, and they could come to regret it with Cajun getting killed.
I thought MSL hit that.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, bro, that's not even on him. But no, it was AZ from up above and flipped there. Brought it down to 5 points of health. I think it's safe to assume that he's not going to do much here. So North, they get the pistol locked in at the very, very least. And we've been crediting them with having good conversions, at least thus far. So let's see if that carries forward here. No bomb plant for forZe, so I imagine it is just going to be an eco, but they've actually started to invest some money. And no, they've gone for the force buy. They're going to have a full set of smokes on everyone. So there's a lot they can look to do with this. They can save these for, you know, you could try and throw like a bit of a fake in with outside smokes. Instead, they're just going to go straight through and use them. But MSL's actually barreled into the back line. Oh no, Kirby from up above. Oh, damage done, but only actually the 1 kill. In the meantime, the rest of forZe have been mopped up. And yeah. That is pretty brutal. Kirby going full-on Scar in Lion King there as he shoves them down into the Stampede. Trying to think, what's the name of the guy who does that too? Mufasa? Yeah, I think he's the main lion apart from the other lion.
The main lion.
The main lion.
Simba.
Yeah, Simba, that's it.
Mufasa!
All right, well, you guys have lost your minds.
You think we ever had them, Trace? That's on you.
Pretty fair observation, right?
Yo, look at this force, though. This is crazy from forZe. They're going back in for another buy. They didn't even have any success with that previous force buy, but it might catch North off guard. The smoke's outside, only one man crossing behind them. Top side play, MSL, can he hold the line? Gade has got a kill with the FAMAS, looking to double it. Bomb dropped again. It's deja vu from the pistol round here. North in a 5-on-2. forZe will come to regret this force as it finds very little value.
They forced it, Hugo. They forced it. Awkward situations right there. Monka S in the ramp room. Cajun B finds one. Woo! Also shuts down X-Power with the second one. And that is going to be what ends the round.
This is where that decision to double force buy is going to be a real punishing factor for the forZe side. North have competed in 2 LAN events with their core 5. forZe have competed in 15. 15. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, forZe actually one of the longest standing rosters right now in Counter-Strike. I can't exactly remember. They're either 2nd or 3rd when it comes to like top 30 teams. So yeah, one of the longest standing rosters right now. And of course, North recently made changes. So all adds up. The maths is correct. And well, the maths has been done this time by forZe. They've realized they have to take an eco. They can't keep buying as Deagles come out. They've got light Kevlar as well. Kiebi's tucked in the corner. FaceCrack will check this every day of the week. And that's a kill for free. forZe starting things off on the right foot.
Yeah. Unfortunate turn of events there for KRB, who nets absolutely nothing outside in his defense. Meanwhile, Flit's just going to go for the Hail Mary, try to drop into Mini.
Oh, that, whoa, wallbang as well. The flashbang hit FaceCrack. It stops him in his tracks. AZ kills him, and Z-Power shoots him through the wall.
Didn't quite see the wall bang, but we do know that it was cool. So perhaps we can get a replay loaded up there.
And now they're going to sneak back and go for this bomb, right? They've made a lot of noise. They've shown a lot of presence towards outside. And they'll back away. And that's the thing, North, even though they haven't seen anyone, you still know that at some point, there are a lot of players here. There's weapons down in main, so MSL kind of has to keep his attention fixated towards outside. Now, he is playing this hell fast rotate, so cajunb, if he even buys but a moment of time, he's going to have support. And he hears these footsteps, he hears the players coming in. MSL not quite getting here in time, leaves Cajun alone at the B-bomb site, and almaze is going to delete him. So now Gade, MSL, 2 versus 3. They've got to try and go for this. The scout's done damage, but Gade's gotten close within the bomb site, and he does get Jerry shortly after that bomb's gone down. Z-Power, what is that? He's just run out from behind the from behind his little cubby hole. Almaze is wrapped on round, and MSL is left in this clutch. 1 versus 2.
Stick it.
All to do. He does have a smoke and a kit, but wrapped round from behind. The scout's already done damage. Almaze is now down in the double doors. This round is as good as done. And forZe are going to get themselves a 10th. So that back-to-back 4 spies might not work. It's actually in the round that they just partially invest with the goal to buy in the next that they win it. And what does that mean? Well, now the money is incredible for forZe, right? Like they would have had a buy in this round even if they lost that last round. So them picking it up now means that they've got the AWPs, they've got rifles. I mean, the AWP was free. That was from MSL. This has put forZe in such a good spot for the rest of this game. This is such a good building block to have. If they pick this round up here and now, they can reset North. So this is kind of where we're going to get a taste as to how this second half is going to pan out.
Oh, I like that forZe. They want the smokes to immediately extinguish. So they throw a Molotov down and the smoke on top. That just makes the smoke plume instantly. It means you can throw them on the fly as well without having to have set smokes. MSL is down lower with this AWP. Now they should be ready for a player here, but are they ready for the scope, for the cannon, for the big green? And MSL is going to send FaceCrack to another server. Kiebi's still waiting in the garage as well. So if forZe do keep this bomb pushing outside on its own, it will get in a world of hurt, but instead Almaze backs up towards the lobby. His teammates inside of it as well. forZe taking their sweet time in this round, no rush. And the ramp will be the object of their desires.
That it will be. Man deficit favoring North currently. This round's going to continue to develop in a way that ramp room is the point of contention that we're going to be looking at. Jerry's going to get out there after being flashed by his teammate. Flit with a Krieg kill on MSL. So that eliminates that part of the round, at least MSL taking himself out of the fight. But Cajun is certainly still in, finding himself in the lower. Just couldn't land the shots there on the first guy and ultimately gives away his position to Jerry. Meanwhile, Garibay walking across crosshairs by himself. So 2v4, AZ and Gade. AZ over here towards the ramp. Doesn't look like they're going to be going for this one.
This is like, it's so saddening because yesterday we saw what happens when North are playing and they have like 2 or 3 of their players playing. And I don't want to say as best as they can because I don't think it was like, you know, 110%, but you know what I mean? Like having a very good game of Counter-Strike. And here in this one, you know, AZ is doing good, but no one else is really even comparable on the scoreboard to him. And back on Train, well, it was the same story, but with Kiebi playing well. AZ, padding those stats even more, goes up to 25, which puts him head and shoulders above anyone else in the server.
Hey, this was Kiebi back on Train, though, and again,
That's what I'm saying.
The only fragger there. So, you know, both maps are North. They've had one really sick individual, but look at the second place. It's 10 kills. That's not enough, Harry. We're 21 rounds deep now. You're going to need a second star to show here for North. Otherwise, it's looking like a polluted skyline. forZe 2 rounds ahead, money in their favor. Eco round for North, that one safe gun. AZ, he gets some exits, but at the end of the day, you know, saving the gun would have been better. Of course, he can't choose that. forZe were able to take him down after he gets a couple of frags. Again, those mollies outside. No smokes. They do come. They take a second, but they come. FaceCrack waiting for a second one as well. forZe delaying it. Kiebi's about to push the smoke. The barrel could give away or could block the view for Almaze, but unfortunately it's not an instant kill. And Kiebi, he gets a dink, but Almaze quickly reacts. Now coming back up the secret. AZ has tucked himself into this spot, and FaceCrack did just clear it. He might not be ready for this position, but forZe, they don't want lower. They're going to continue to push the boundaries, push the yard, and get behind North.
Oh, here are two USPs arriving down towards Secret. There's real potential here. And oh no, all up in the hands of MSL. And with both of them there and all these players so low towards outside, now this bomb sits at the feet of MSL. He could do it all. He could tear this round apart. And this was a round that North had no business winning. They're doing everything to keep him off of this bomb. And some great utility usage there from forZe to retrieve the package and make this round doable. MSL, well, they've got him up from his tomb. Is he about to unleash his wrath, though? In through Maid, creeping on him with the AWP. And the timing's everything here. Face crack over in Hut is ready for the immediate re-peek if his teammate at the vent goes down. MSL, so many angles to check. Time is running out. Time is his worst enemy. He's got to try and take this fight, and Jerry is so damn fast. forZe, they'll get that 12th round. They salvage what started to look a little bit dangerous there towards the end.
Really smart call from Jerry as well, right? 7 kills, rough game for him. He spots MSL coming main, and he just tucks. He immediately gets out of that fight. He knows that, okay, maybe I'm not having the best individual performance, so it's important I don't try and take a confident fight and give away a kill if I miss that shot. A very important, detail there, just to tuck in and to waste MSL's time, and he even gets the kill and the AWP as well. So really nice round for the in-game leader. Do or die for North. This is one of the final rifle rounds they're going to have if they don't start to pick them up. And that is so unlucky. AZ, such a strong player in this map so far. He jumps up on the box as Almeza goes for the peak. 2 players in door, and forZe looking to just put the pressure on. Send no one into the A site. They've got to pick. They don't need to start throwing numbers at the problem. North are the ones sweating. Limited utility, 1 kit. The AWP on MSL sitting ramp side, and forZe just bleeding the time.
Speaking of time, it's almost time for the Mountain Dew Amp Game Fuel Power Play. So make sure you stick around with us. Head over to @ESLCS Twitter and keep an eye on it. We're going to be putting those polls up there at the conclusion of this matchup, and there's going to be some good shots. Make sure you head over there and get your vote on. Meanwhile, we're looking at Jerry leading the charge here, trying to get his way into Secret. Cajun B is going to have the angle. Jerry, you're right. He might have an inclination, and he does. Cajun B just absolutely deleted.
Later. Get out of here. Kiebi's got to hold strong on his own. Jerry training. He's come alive in these last couple of rounds. That might just be sending North to death. It's only MSL on the ramp, and it's all about saving. Should be able to get away with this gun, but that is of bleak value at this point. 13-9. Still 3 players on North who don't have double digits, and 1 player who has more kills than them 3 combined.
It's so like it just leaves a sour taste in my mouth, because it's like you look at Jerry and Hugo, you mentioned not necessarily having the game of a they even lose the AWP, not necessarily having the game of a lifetime, but still getting kills, and he has got a team of 4 players all fragging competently around him to direct. MSL kind of finds himself in the opposite boat in these 2 maps, at least thus far, and that is he's not having a great game. The rest of his team aren't really having a great game, and he's got 1 guy to order around that can actually get the job done. AZ bringing the Deeg and nade combo into this round. There's 3 nades. You can bet they're going to go towards outside with them. And this could be perfect. This could be pretty cool. You don't really get to see these work all that often. The artillery is primed. The mortars are ready. And now the barrage. All that's left to do is for it to commence.
But it's a contact play. forZe have crept a player so deep, and North actually don't know. They haven't got the information. So those grenades, meaningless, useless. 50, 60 damage, maybe a bit more to Z-Power, but at this rate, you need the kills. And forZe are looking for him.
Well, certainly they'll find them given the pistol situation on North. But that is not the deficit you want to start the round in. Good nade there from Flit. Meanwhile, Almazar falters. Here comes Big AZ. He's going to peek from Secret. Base cracks there. He's going to back up. Weary because there is no smoke there obstructing any views. So AZ could run up right now, and that's what he's going to do. Finds one, goes for the second. Can't see it. He does at the end of the day. And there's Jerry and Flit to try to clean things back up. 2v3. Make that a 2v2.
that dink as well. That's good, but it's not enough at this point. North, they're still in a rough spot. 2 pistols on that A site. They have to let forZe take lower, but North have a position to rotate through the vents. They can get down into that site, and they hear everything. Cajun can transfer this information over to Gade as he comes in on this flank. No one's watching the backline, and he's done damage. He gets a kill. Only the low HP player left, guaranteeing the bomb plant for the money that forZe so desperately require, but can he get more?
Oh, Jerry, does he know that there's one man already crossed into the bomb site? Gade's gone up and over and into the back of Jerry. Oh, goodness, tapping away, but not quite able to get the kill. Tech9,
lol.
Little bit garbage.
Incredibly bad.
Wasn't always the case, but yes, you are correct.
No, that's the problem, man. Valve have 2 settings. It's either incredible or it's useless. And yeah, it's hard to find that little middle ground.
So where do you put the Krieg?
Way too good. Way too
But not
good.
incredible.
No, yeah, like incredible. It's incredible.
Incredible. Tremendous.
North have just given themselves an absolute, a banger there of a round. That's a saving grace. They had no money, an eco with those 3 nades that found a bit of damage, to be fair, but it's the Deagles from AZ, the 2 kills crossing towards a secret, taking down the AWP of Z-Power, who is also fragging out as well with 22. So big round from him. Fast play down the vent. Face crack is lower. He doesn't have the bomb on his back, and he is alone, but that's fine. That's the first time we've seen an event dive this entire game, and what is the reaction from North? Cajun going down.
Yeah, that's a good start in terms of just causing disruption, just keeping them on their toes on the side of North. He gets all the way into the control room. And he wins the fight, too, against Cajun B. He was on the rafters in lower, and now this could be a signal like, hey, guys, I'm drawing a lot of attention down here. I'm getting doors opened, and there's a real chance that we could just flood out of this lower site. FaceCrack continues his rampage, taking down MSL as well. 5v3, Harry Russell.
And I mean, right now, with the outside smokes just gone in, North had gone rotating just to make sure that no one was trying to get around these. And they weren't. forZe completely up and abandoned outside, and they went to B in through the ramp room instead. forZe still aren't even on B. They're still holding. I think they're anticipating that North are going to have really rotated in with those outside smokes, and now only just arriving. That bomb's still going to go down, and that's because North have stuck around over here towards outside, pushing after they fell for those smokes. That kind of ruse that forZe had thrown on in. It's a 14th round. North were never going to attempt this once the FaceCrack opened up the double entry in towards B.
Luckily, North have a bit of reserved cash. They can fully buy up in that next round. Kiabi can drop, and MSL can afford. So all is fine and dandy for the moment. But again, still up against 14, and this is the second map. forZe, they took their pick of train coming into this series in a dominant fashion, at least to begin. North closed the gap, but not by enough. And right now, they might be going down 0-2 in this series. Credit where credit is due. forZe have had great resilience across this map. In everything that's been dealt to them, in the eco round wins for North. It's gone both ways, of course, but forZe getting the better of it. 14-10. Here it is for North. Should have that AWP available. Kiebi can throw it over if he wants. And yeah, I mean, the fact that we're 25 rounds deep and that's the first vent dive we see, and FaceCrack gets 2 kills down lower, that's huge, huge damage. And North, they got to be really worried of that happening again. If FaceCrack tries to go for another dive down that vent, North could be in a lot of trouble. Z-Power's looking for something. It's not the drop, it's the shot. MSL, that's almost such a good bait, though, because, well, we'll get to it later, because it's a fast A play. forZe sending Almeza out through the Molotov. He's going to fight A. Kiebi and Gade trading back. Gade's still hiding in the hut, and Kiebi is left outside. The reason that's a good bait is because after doing a vent dive and knowing that North are going to have a reaction to that, they post an AWP up to deal with it. Well, Z-Power just takes the fight expecting the AWP and wins the battle for forZe.
Look, Z-Power's nuts. There's nothing that you guys can say to change that fact.
I agree.
Flit also doing some damage to zone. 3v1. This is going to put forZe up onto map point. Series point.
Ooh, Jerry's got that bomb, and he's just waiting. I mean, even things like this. I love this from forZe. Like, this is so horrible. If you're Gade, you're having to just walk around and hope that you do something that kind of works, or that they plant this bomb soon and that you can just save. And maybe he gets the bomb here. Now that's a bit of an error. You know, there should have been someone nearby to help Jerry with this. But Gade's not really in a position to keep an eye on the bomb. He actually falls back and gives that up. Now, all this time that's being wasted here by forZe on having to clear this helps Gade out massively. He tries to reposition. Oh, Z-Power, uncharacteristic miss there. Gade, this was a 1v3, and forZe tried to... No! Well...
Despicable!
Yeah, that's about that. The forZe are going to take it to map and series point, 15-10.
What a mess. I mean, such a nice try from Gade. Such a great attempt. He realizes the time is low. He gets back out to vent. Z-Power reads it, man. He's one step ahead, and he misses the shot with the orb. Yep. Somehow Flit wallbangs.
The transition of him just going back towards upper, knowing that, well, with that bomb down, obviously there's a real chance that they're just going to hightail it into upper. Tries to get ahead of that curve, but it doesn't seem to happen that way. What does happen is a U.S. Air Force tactical timeout for North. They've only got one remaining. And forZe on match and series point.
Harry, Gade has the big chug.
He does have the big old chug. So let's see what he can get done with it. Let's stay on Gade if we can, Bastion. He's going to be playing over towards top hut. So I'm imagining, well, either that or you vent drop.
But that's
normally, yeah. And also, like, you know, normally you'd go for one of the other shotguns for a vent drop, not the XM. Oh, this Molly's forced AZ out into the open. A little bit dangerous there, but he's able to escape with his life. Kjaerbye's been holding on outside. Oh no, he tried to play the timing, and this has been happening to Kjaerbye a hell of a lot. Here we go. A big chug time. Gade gets the first. There's still 3 more players left, but we want to see... Oh, he's already traded it out. Gade... Now you're probably not going to do that great.
No shame in upgrading, I don't think. Flit's coming in from heaven, though. This is a fantastic wrap. AZ's watching for it, but yeah, an inner or an upper hit, rather, off the back of this kill that Flit hopefully will be able to find. But Gade getting aggressive, killing the AWP in the lobby. There's the trade. They're not ready for Flit now. The one man who's watching for it has been taken down, and Gade has to be very careful coming through this hut. His legs will show before he can see a thing. The bomb plant's in. Cage has wrapped the back of the top, and he's going to spray as well. One man left on the site to clutch it out, to take the win, and to send North packing 0-2. It ain't happening.
No, not yet.
Kit on Gade, still plenty of time regardless. They're going to get the defuse. We're going to see 11th on the board for North. Back against the wall for the rest of the map. It's not where you want to find yourself. They got one timeout left. Should they want to use it.
I think the depth as well of the cooling on the T side of forZe only serves to help them right here, especially in situations like this where, you know, it becomes so hard to feel like you're getting good versatility out of your utility on the North side because, you know, they're not just kind of rinse repeating this 1 or 2 little gimmicky strats that are working against you. You're not just Molly and main, Molly and Squeaky rather, and stopping this rush now that you finally got money. You know, you've got to keep getting versatility out of a team that's run something different in every single one of these rounds. And in this one, they're going to go towards outside as they have done a fair bit. Although Kjaerbye's instantly want to fight. AZ's actually opened up over at the door. Okay. Jerry, I don't know how he wins that because the barrel was given his position away, but somehow he's very, very fast and is able to get that trade. Still the man advantage lying with the side of North, though. Bombs back towards outside, and Jerry's going to go grab it and maybe look to rejoin his teammates.
It's a dry round for forZe, a weird investment. Almeza had Dig on with 4K. We call that the Sergey, but obviously saving money for the future. And he gets a free AK anyway. This AWP for Jerry's found a kill. That's all forZe have in the round. No utility at all. MSL watching the cross down towards Secret. They can drop into main, though. That's not got the most attention on it right now. Gade is going to have to deal with that if that is the case. And patience for forZe, but here comes the cross. Oh dear, missed shot. Looks like it was on, but now MSL's given an opportunity for them to get down towards B, and Jerry catches him escaping. That's Kiebi dead instead, rather. MSL posted back up on the angle. Face crack on the wrap, but 20 seconds. Tick-tock, they gotta go.
Oh, they hear the ladder. Face crack now. Bloodlusted. Oh, he is looking for MSL and he'll get it, but there's the trade. Gade in the corner, 7 seconds. Jerry, no health. Oh, but the shot still found. There's not enough time for the plant though. He's off by half a second, and that's a little bit devastating. North, they'll hold on. Cajun B, all he has to do is stay alive. AZ's on 30, by the way.
Jerry's had a real resurgence. He had 7 kills 6 rounds ago, I think it was, and now he's up to 14, doubled it. So really, really nice stuff from him. Of course, it's not been enough to close the map, though, for forZe, and North are creeping, crawling back into pole position, looking to take this to overtime. forZe do not want to throw away this game, and OT could be a 3rd map, and the unknown territory of Vertigo that you know North have been doing practice on. A bit of a push as well. Kiebi taking matters into his own hands. Harry, you talked before this game about the silo push, this aggression outside from North. It has been every single time, and they've done it again. MSL has been traded. Almeza pushing behind the red box, but Kiebi has tucked tail and escaped for now.
And Kiebi's already completely out of there, right? Like, he gets those 2 kills, and he is gone. He is not even in the same postcode anymore. He's down here towards the B bomb site, holding now, waiting for players' heads to go tiptoeing into his crosshair, and he just might get offered one. Almeza, surely you're not ready for this.
This is a
Oh, he's ducked under. He's ducked under. He's gotten by Kiebi. They're ducking at each other. They're giving each other the sign. But Almeza's gone past. There is still Jerry up towards the A-bomb site. They can try and sync up the breaking of the glass if they wanted to. I don't know if there's going to be a lot of time for that. I think instead they're looking to use Jerry to come in at ramp as they get into this B site. So in amongst all this confusion, in amongst all the chaos, that's when they're hoping that Jerry can come in as the diamond in the rough.
Oh, Kiebi's had the glass break. He's going to try and wrap. Instead of playing decon, he wants to go and take the position that forZe in their head have cleared. Jerry not cleared. Wrap looked the wrong way at the wrong time. Cajun gets that free kill. Stutters for a second, and that will cost him his life. Almeza trading with the AWP, and the retake is on for North, but forZe have a serious chance here. That shot might just win them the game and the series.
It certainly might. It is certainly set up for that stage right here, right now. 2v2, Almazar with the AWP. This is calmed down to the wire. And forZe do it. They secure 16 North. Well, they lose their map pick, only garnering themselves 12 rounds. And that is going to be the end of the series. That's going to be the end of the road here, at least in this matchup. We're going to be going to a break. We're going to come back, talk to some players, break it down. This is the ESL Pro League.